What's up, guys? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense here. Actually am getting dressed to get ready to go right outside the door to our brand new it's been open probably about a week now. Can't even remember the name of the damn place. Old Times Country Buffet. It's spanking brand new, been open about a week. Waiting on my friend to get here so I can check it out. But for those of you who have seen the movie Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your orange juice in the hood, or drinking your juice in the hood, something like that. It has the Wayans brothers in it and all that. Pretty funny movie, one of my favorites from back in the day. Well, you know, Damon, it was not Damon, it was what is his name? Not David. God damn it. I think it's the oldest Wayans brother. I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's the one that was playing the mailman, and every time they had like this supposed to be message, he would pop up and be like, "Message." Well, that's what I have for you guys right now. Message. So I'm subscribed to a few other people's reviewers, I should say, channels, and whenever they post videos, of course I rung the bell for notifications, and so I got the notification, and I'm not gonna mention his name because I like this guy, I like his channel, and I do him the same way I do other reviewers who've been in this game a lot longer and have better fragrances, niche snobs as people like to call them, because I've said it a few times also, because sometimes I feel like they look down on people like us when they were where we are when they started. So you can't look down on us from your high horse. He was saying that quality over quantity, why you shouldn't buy cheap fragrances. And the reason why most of us do buy cheap fragrances is because we can't afford to go out and drop $250, $375, $450, $500 for a bottle of Creed Aventus or any other high-end niche, whatever product that you want to call it. We can't do that. And then, like they all say, oh, well, you should just save your money instead of going and buying four $20 fragrances. Why don't you just take that $80 and just save it and then look into buying something? Like, okay, we get it. We know. You've been there, done that. You know how the game goes. Things do change. People's noses do change. Once you get your nose on something that's better than what you have, of course it's going to change. Once you grow up driving, I grew up driving a Ford Contour, two-door. But you don't think when I started driving something a little better than that, that I wanted to go back and drive that Ford Contour? No, I want to drive something better. And then something better came after that. So it's evolution. We get that. But I have never been an advocate for people starting a collection of a whole bunch of cheap fragrances. It may seem like I was because I had a bunch of cheap fragrances, and for me it was just something to occupy my time because of, like I said before, a bad breakup I had, a bad relationship I had. I was occupying my time, so what I was doing was I was running out to the stores and I was just buying stuff just to buy it. My collection, yeah, in the beginning it was cool, I was proud of it, and I'm still proud of my collection to this day, whether it's a bunch of cheapies or not. And I have a mixture of all kinds of stuff. I don't have just, you know, Tommy fragrances. I have Issey Miyagi's, I have Chanel products, I have all kinds of, like a cornucopia of different stuff. So the ones I will keep are the higher quality ones. Yeah, Of course, you're gonna want some in your collection that's gonna, be way better than something else you got that's gonna last longer, get you more compliments and stuff like that. Of course, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell somebody not to buy a cheap fragrance. Now, I'll tell you not to do what most people do and go out and buy a whole bunch of cheap fragrances. That was the whole point of my video the other day, was to let you guys know that you need to make sure of what it is you want to do when you start in a fragrance collection. Of course, you can go to the store and buy you a few cheapies, some decent fragrances that'll get you by for a while. Don't go out and buy 60, 70, 80 or 200 of them, you know what I'm saying, and then regret it later. I vouch for that. He had a lot of valid points, the guy that I'm talking about. A lot of valid points. I sat and instead of being how I used to be and just see the title of the video and then I just jump out there and just bash it and didn't even watch the video, I just sat and watched the whole video, commercials and all. And I'm gonna tell you what was funny to me was when he first started talking. What was the first thing that he said? He said, you don't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of cheap fragrances unless you want to buy from such and such and so, which he was advertising for his thing that he got going on. That was so totally funny to me that you would almost disregard people buying from other places and just want people to buy from you because you want to make money. And I understand that's what the name of the game is when you get into selling fragrances. You want to make money. You want to get as many clients as you can to do that. I'm not here to bash what you're doing. I'm not here to bash what anybody's doing. But I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody not to buy from you or not to buy from such and such and so. Because these people have a right to make their own decision. All we can do is put the information out there and they can decide what they want to do. And people, for the most part, have made the decision that they want to start out buying a couple of cheap fragrances. Then that's cool. I don't have no problem with that. Now, for somebody to want to go out and buy some Creed, that's on them. Because personally speaking, I can't afford it. Now, I have said that if I can find some at a reasonable price, which is maybe around the $100 mark, in which I know is probably going to be almost impossible unless I buy a bottle that somebody's selling and it's like that much left that they want to sell for a ridiculous ass price. But if I can find some for 100, maybe a little over 100, I'll buy it, yeah. I don't want to because my limit is lower than that. Like, I didn't even want to spend $44 for the Bulgari Atlantique that they had over at TJ Maxx. I was waiting on it to drop down to $30-something, in which I missed that opportunity because I was over there today and all the shit is gone. So, and I can easily jump over to this guy's website and order it from him, but I'm not finna give him those $60, $70, $80 for that crap. I'm not finna do it. I mean, I'm not meaning to call it crap because I want it and it smelled good when I smelled it. But I'm not going to buy it from somebody else for a higher price when I know I could have got it from another store for cheaper. So, you guys and ladies all have the choice. If you want me to put it to you in my terms, you have the choice to do whatever the hell you want to do. It's how I feel about it. If you feel like you don't want to buy any cheapies and you want to go out and buy some Creed or some Mancera or whatever else is out there that's high as hell, that's your choice. That's your decision. It's your money. You can do what you want to do with it. I'm not going to be mad at you. I just know what I can afford and what I can't afford. And if I can't afford to go out and buy that kind of stuff, I'm not going to force myself to do it. Now, what I was planning on doing was, while I'm getting rid of some of the stuff here that I have, I'm just going to stick that money into a different account and buy some better quality stuff. Yes, I can do it that way, but I'm not going to take the money that comes out of my check and go out and buy that knowing that I have bills to pay. That's wherein lies the problem for me. Some of us are on fixed incomes. We live check to check. Not all of us have those high gross paying jobs, or we don't have uh, what do you call it? A website where you can buy fragrances that's set up and you making a buzz or whatever. Most of us don't have that yet, or don't have that drive or desire in them. I'm one of those people I'm 41 years old and I'm just getting that drive to want to push and do something with myself versus how I used to be. So I'm not going to sit here and tell people not to order or not to buy anything from me or anybody else. I just feel like people should be able to make their own choice, regardless as to the fact whether they want to buy cheap fragrances or they want to buy expensive fragrances. I don't like name dropping when it comes to me speaking negative most of the time, unless somebody speaks my name directly. They say a hit dog will holler, and I kind of had the feeling that maybe somebody seen a video or a few videos of mine and maybe a few other people, and it maybe set them on that path to make that video. That's how I feel, but I'm not mad at them. I'm not in my feelings about it. I just know that I personally won't be ordering anything expensive from anybody. That's just my choice. That's just me. I want to experience some of this niche stuff, some of this higher end stuff. Yeah, who wouldn't? Like, who wouldn't want to own a bottle of Creed or Viking or, Aventus or Viking or Silver Mountain Water, or, you know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to own a bottle of that just to get the experience? Of course, a lot of people would, but a lot of people can't afford it. And that goes back to what, you know what I'm saying, they were saying. They know that somebody's going to jump in their comment section and say, whatever. But, hey, everybody has their opinion. Everybody has the right to voice their opinion. I'm just not going to go on somebody else's page and comment section and, you know what I'm saying, say a bunch of negative stuff or bash them like that. I'll just say what I have to say to my viewers, and you guys take it for what it's worth, how you want to rock, you know. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, he made a lot of valid points. I understood. The old me would have gotten upset by listening to that video, and I'd have been pissed off and, talking all kinds of shit. But no, not anymore. Like, it really don't matter to me. I mean, he does what he do. He's good at what he does. I'm pretty sure his fragrance thing is popping way better than what mine is. I mean, I'm serving out of a box, a cardboard box. So, I mean, it is what. Damn, I gotta cut my nails. I hate fingernails, man. I just scratched the shit out of myself. But anyway, that's just how I rock, man. I mean, you guys know me. I keep it 100. I tell you what it is straight from the heart. You already know my situation, what I've been through, where I'm going, and we're trying to get there together. And if I have anything in my collection that anybody's interested in, let me know. It is what it is. And if I wanted to name drop this guy, I would send you guys over to his channel, and maybe you could look at his website and order some things from him. But I just don't want to start a bunch of controversy, by people feeling like I'm bashing or hating them, in which I really don't give two fucks about what people think about me anymore anyway. I used to care, but now I don't give a fuck. But, I'm just not one for stirring up controversy. That's just not me. I say what I had to say, and that's just what it is. This fragrance thing is a funny, I'll call it a business. It's a funny business. Sometimes it seems like people who've been doing this for a long time, it almost seems like they're know-it-alls a little. Just because you know, saved up the money to buy you a couple of bottles of, you know, some expensive stuff, don't mean that, you know, you can put down everybody else. I'm not putting down anybody. I'm not even putting down the people who can afford that stuff. If you can afford it, more power to you. That just means that, you know, your willpower to save and not just spend on anything is better than mine. And most of my subscribers, I'll say it like that. You know, you own your A game when it comes to your money. Some of us are just getting to this, and this dude seems like he's a pretty young guy. I'm actually 41, and you know, he's got a pretty good thing going for himself. His channel's popping. It seems like his fragrance thing is jumping. So I wish him the best success. Period. Point blank. That's just how I see it. For the most part, I'm not going to keep dwelling on this same subject. I just, you know, wanted to put that out there. I was sitting there watching the video, and I just had these thoughts running through my head, and I just wanted to, you know, let you guys know that it is okay for you guys to buy whatever it is you choose to buy. I don't give a damn if the fragrances cost $2. If you choose to want to go out and buy them, buy them. But just make sure that when you do buy them, that you're going to be satisfied with them and you're going to use them. Don't just, like he said, don't just have a whole bunch of fragrances sitting around that you're not going to use, that'll probably sit and collect dust and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I mean, if you choose to do that, that's you. But make sure you're making a good investment. I also said in that video about making sure you're doing what you're doing when you starting a collection. Do your homework. If you have to buy some samples or, you know, some decants or some stuff and test it out, see how, you know, the longevity, the projection is, the sillage, the compliment factor, all that good stuff. If everything checks out, go for it. But I never really liked a lot of blind buying. The only time I really blind bought something is like an impulse buy. Like if I'm in the store and they don't really have anything and I see something that kind of interests me and I don't know much about it, I might just grab it just for the hell of it because it's, you know, reasonably priced enough. But I'm not going to blind buy like Millesime Imperial without smelling it because I know it's high as hell. That's like, to me, that's dumb as hell. I wouldn't do that. But a $20 fragrance, a $15, $10 fragrance, a blind buy on that, for me, I really wouldn't even care. Unless it's my last, but then that would be kind of dumb of us to spend our last. And I'm pretty sure all of us have done it at some point in time. I've done it. I've bought fragrances, went to the store and bought some shit and spent my last, and knowing I got to get to work 3-4 more days and I only have, you know, a little bit of gas left. That didn't make sense. But I don't know, guys. It's really up to you what you guys want to do. I'm not going to tell you guys not to buy anything from me or any other person. I'm not going to tell anybody not to trade with me or any other person. But it's up to you guys to make those decisions for yourself. We can't make them for you. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys to save up your money and, you know, go and buy Creed and then you be dissatisfied with Creed because you just spent $200, $300, $400 for it. Like, that would be wrong on my part. Of course, you're going to want to test it, sample it, see what it's like, if it's to your liking or not. But I'm not going to tell you to do that. I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy a bunch of cheapies either. That's your decision. But if you choose to buy from me or anybody else, that's your call. I didn't tell people specifically, like I didn't jump in people's comment sections or inboxes and say, hey, I got this for sale, I got that for sale, I got this for sale. I didn't do that. I posted the video. People were interested in what I was, selling or trading or whatever, and they jumped at it. So that was their decision. I'm not going to go and push it and force it in people's face. That's not what I do. When I do my reviews, I don't at the end tell people run out and buy it because this, that, and the other. I say, hey, it smells good, or it smells horrible, it don't last long, or this lasts such and such amount of hours, and that's about it. So with that being said, guys, I hope this video gave you some kind of objective thought on what it is you want to do in the future. Yes, it is a better opportunity or a better idea to save your money and buy more better quality fragrances. Yes. If I would have known this in the beginning, I probably would have did the same thing. I probably would have went and saved money and bought, whatever in the beginning, but I didn't. So now it's up to you guys to do the same. You can take and learn from my journey or anybody else's journey, or you can make that decision to go your own journey, do your own thing. So with that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.